So he kind of saw the rise of like cameras, and he started fucking with them on purpose because he, he's a trickster spirit. All the time. I love people who lie. Lando also does it. Lando lies all the time. Every interview, he's saying something different. Just absolute bullshit.
You're so wet. I'm sorry.
Okay, those are the pictures I just dropped of me with longer hair.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, those are really cute.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Yeah.
The gender in my body at that time was at a max. Like it was like lowercase he, capital they. Like that's what it was.
Emphasis on the they.
Yeah.
Brian, we have the exact same NASA sweatshirt.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Wait,
Oh, I love that NASA sweatshirt so bad. Oh hell yeah. And I remember one time I was on a flight to I think I was going home to Delaware for some reason, and this lady on the plane was like, "Oh, are you in NASA?" I was like, "I'm wearing the hoodie," and I was like, "Girl, is this a bit, or are you genuinely asking?" And she was genuinely asking, and I was like, "No, I got it from Urban Outfitters or something, dog. I'm so sorry." And then I just ran past and went to my seat.
Right. And I was gonna say, a lot of people who work at NASA, they do wear a lot of NASA stuff, but by and large they just they wear regular shit.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I was like, can I get to my seat? Fuck.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's just so many people that wear NASA merch anyway that I'm I don't understand. Yeah. What the fuck?
There was a specific NASA shirt that every junior and senior boy in my high school graduating class wore, every single one of them, and you could get it at Target.
Right. Okay. I would love to yap more, but in the interest of time, we're gonna go ahead.
We gotta lock in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gay moments happening in game.
Yeah. So here I have a list of things in my notes that people have talked to me about or we've discussed. At the end, or I guess if there is something else you guys want to do, I'm happy to do it. I just can't really go over more than our regular time. So I'm fine to do until for 3 hours, but after that I'm gonna have to get off.
Yeah, no, that's chilling. Do what you gotta do.
Okay. Sorry, I'm taking my tea shot right now too.
Let us watch.
Right.
To all roll for initiative so that we can figure out who's gonna do what first, or
my dice.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Jay. Let's go ahead and do that.
Hey.
Or
the
metal ones. Let's do the metal ones. They're in a bag.
While you guys are doing that, I will hold on 1 second.
Second. I know I wanted to do tattoo research with Hebe, but I don't actually think I have anything new to tell Hebe. I think whatever Solar was going to do, we all already know. So what am I supposed to do?
Okay. Crossing that out.
Yeah, so I don't think I need to do that anymore. Instead, I think I might have a moment with Sahir, do some training with Sahir.
Ooh, okay.
What training they magic?
Because Solar is very curious about your intentions and what you specifically gain out of doing everything that you're doing right now. Basically.
No, and that's so fair. And the funny thing is, they want to be a resource right now. Very much please take all the knowledge you want from me.
Right. And she wants to know why you're being so forthcoming, because information is the most expensive thing in the galaxy.
Which is fair. which is so fair. I rolled initiative, but and all of my stuff that I want to do involves other people, so I'm gonna let other people have it.
Fair enough.
Give it back.
Okay. Can you guys all put them in the chat? I didn't hear if you said them.
Word.
If the chat was open for me, absolutely.
I'm testing her out.
Okay.
Oh, I see, Brian. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, can I volunteer to not be in the initiative?
These are not.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Because can I go last? Actually, if anything, put myself at the bottom by choice.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, that's fine because I'm sure everybody, I mean, whoever is going to be around you is going to have stuff to do with you. So,
Yeah, that's why I wasn't so pressed about it. I was like, I only roll natural 20s for like social situations and like random shit. Never combat. I swear to God.
right.
Fuck.
I love to roll a natural 20 on a bit.
Yeah.
Like the amount of natural 20s that have gone into Kibo
Right.
alone.
Right.
No, last time Kibo got so many natural 20s.
It's fucked up.
Cool. So we'll start with Hebe then. You said, Hebe, you don't, or you and Solara don't want to do the tattoo research right now?
I think we kind of covered everything we needed to the last time, as far as
Okay.
like being on the same page.
Okay.
So like, the only thing like Solar has is that like it's an updating tracker.
Mhm.
So if Morgan's tattoo is in a if Morgan's piece is in a different spot, we should still be able to find where it is because the tracker updates. But like that's all that Solara would have to share with Hebe about it. And I think that we already know that as a group.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, you guys do know as a group that the reason that they changed, I think it was because of Morgan's tattoo, not because of your Solara, but that it changed. I can't remember if you told, I think the only person who knows that it changed for you is Rune.
Is Rune. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did he maybe tell me? I can't remember. I don't think he did.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No,
No.
the only people who know that my tattoo have changed is Rune, Orion, and Aries because they had to read it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. So we'll start with Hebe then. Yeah, so last time you guys, what the fuck did you do last time?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you did actually. A lot of people did a lot of different things. Mel, you talked with Taliesin. She told you a little bit about what a life speaker is and what like the dangers are of that. But she promised to come back with more information, and in the meantime, you guys are going to train a little bit more. Morgan, I think you were training for a little bit with Odo, and then you decided to go over to Mrs. Gubbins, where Ruin and Kibo were there, and Zahir followed you. So you guys all had like a little moment. Io, you came into Morgan's training to talk with Zahir and got some information out, or at least you were trying to get some information out to Core about what is happening right now. I can't think of anything else you did specifically last session.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't think it was anything like
Plot major.
significant. Yeah.
Okay.
Strength of punch.
Both here now, I think was another thing.
Chicken dick on punch.
Yeah.
Kibo is at so where everybody is right now, and then Solara, you talked with Zahir. He gave you a questionable upgrade to your spellbook that you probably are going to want to check out later. And then Hebe I think you're my last person. You and Rune had a conversation, and Rune told you, only you specifically, that he thinks Morgan's tattoo right now is not tracking the actual relic. It is tracking a signal from Flare. But he has no idea if that's true. He's just got a gut feeling. So you guys had a moment TM, and then he asked if you want to go get a drink. And you said yes. So I think everybody, including Kibo, at least right now, except for Morgan, is in the spaceship. Is that correct, Skeletor? Okay.
I think that is correct. Ooh.
Cool.
Oh,
And
yeah,
people are
toxic punch. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I did make you roll to find somewhere safe to throw the punch away, and I think you did find somewhere safe, so thank God. But yeah, we'll start with you then, Hebe.
Yippee.
Um,
Yippee.
as you come out of the room that you and Rune were in, I guess it's you guys' room plus Morgan's, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think everybody is just kind of, I don't know where everybody is on the like ship or whatever. But like you guys are in the common room, and like Rune's idea of like going to get a drink was to like go to like some sort of like bar or something somewhere else. So if you are still down to do that, I think he's just going to like he'll like, he's not gonna ignore people, but he's just probably gonna like go out. So if you want to say or do anything before you leave, you're welcome to do that.
I don't
And anybody who wants to, I don't know if where you guys are, but you can roll a perception check if you're like clocking this.
Fuck it. I'll roll. Why not?
But yeah, Hebe, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just like, I don't really know what I would say in that moment. I think Hebe's a little like worried because she's like, how are we gonna go somewhere? Because I'm a fucking purple tiefling.
What do you mean?
Because like, aren't we wanted right now? Like, do I need to be disguising myself? Probably.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the other thing too is hold on. Let me see what everyone has on his spell sheet. I'm assuming you don't have like a disguise self or anything like that.
I don't believe I do. Let me check.
You can find me, I can give you one.
Yeah, I guess Hebe will just kind of sheepishly go up to Solara and be like, could you please maybe make me a disguise?
So Anand says, what do you want?
Make me look as inconspicuous as possible.
Yeah. Mr. DM, what's inconspicuous for this planet?
Oh, it's a great question. There is where you guys are at right now is a pretty like, it's more on the poorer side. So like you probably would not be in anything like extravagant. But if you guys want to, I forgot to mention this last session. Odo did, through Zahir, give you guys a some sort of like medallion or like a token from them that basically it has like the dragonfly like logo on it. That basically like if you get any trouble with like any of the flies, you can just show them that and they'll back off. So you do have that. As for inconspicuousy, yeah, like I would just say like pretty where you guys are at right now is kind of like almost like a cyberpunk like slum, if that makes sense. So you can kind of in your dreams think about that. What you think inconspicuous would be.
Okay, so probably like very rags, like not super fancy, very worn clothes.
Like working clothes. Yeah.
She is, because I have alter self more than disguise self, so it will change like your whole physical form. So she'll probably honestly make you like a dwarf of some kind with like some kind of like green like metal and like other kind of shit going on, and like completely the opposite of your purple everything, just like yeah. Make you 4 times smaller and be like, is this another form? What would you like?
This should suffice. This is interesting. He's like looking up, like
Yes, Laura goes from looking up and she was looking down and goes, oh, people aren't usually shorter than me.
That's crazy.
thank you. And then she like
Thank you.
runs out the door because she has tiny little legs now. Has to catch up with Rune.
Yeah, I think Rune. Yeah, I think he also does like an alter self or a disguise self. He does stay about the same height though, so like you come out like as this little like dwarf, and he just kind of like raises one eyebrow to you and goes, "Are you wanting to stay closer to the ground?"
No, I just had to ask Solara for help with the disguise, and this is, I think, her idea of inconspicuous. So, I mean, I don't look much like myself.
Is Hebe shorter than Mel now?
Probably, yeah.
I was like, she literally just thinking as the opposite of what you are. Okay.
Yeah, I think gnomes are usually shorter than halflings,
Yeah,
but I
they're
can't
usually
remember.
Oh,
pretty little.
This is excellent news for Mel. Mel is very excited about this.
Zahir, Mel, on you guys' perception checks, you do clock as Rune, like, I don't know where you guys are, but as Rune is like exiting the ship, like he kind of goes like this, and like disguise selves himself into like a half elf, with like dark short hair. And then you guys see like maybe like 5 or 10 seconds later, like a little like gnome like hobbling behind him, trying to like catch up to him. That you guys know is Hebe.
How do we know it's Hebe? Actually,
I mean, I'm assuming that you guys like have seen everybody else but Hebe around, so
I just think
I mean,
Mel
if
would
you
be
don't
like
think that you-
mildly alarmed to like see like 2 unfamiliar people walking through the ship.
no, you see Rune. You see Rune cast a spell on himself.
Okay.
And I
Yeah,
don't
so
think
you know.
she was being super like inconspicuous or anything when she asked Solara. It was more just like, hey, can you do this for me real quick? So it wasn't like a big secret or anything. It was just like, help me.
Yeah, and for context, like I don't think I would like Solar probably would have been in like the common area of the ship, just like
Yeah.
hanging out with everyone at that time.
I think Zahir would probably just be like just watching what people are doing and seeing like how things are moving. So probably sitting in the common area, kind of like smelling where some of the soup or punch was poured out. Not like obviously not having some, but being like, wow, that's shouldn't be ingested. I'm a scientist. This shouldn't be ingested.
Hell yeah.
Mel's in the kitchen like cursing, like scrubbing the shit out of this pot. Like
Okay. So as you guys come out, you catch up to Rune, and Rune does like slow his like gait, or the size of his steps so that you aren't like running after him. But you can see, yeah, he's also in kind of like some sort of like working clothes, probably just got off. He looks like he just got off like a shift at like a blue collar job. So yeah, he takes you guys down a little bit farther away from, I think you guys, did I say it was called Fly City?
I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah. He takes you a little bit farther out than Fly City, so he kind of takes you out of the neighborhood. As you guys are coming back, like as you guys are coming out of the neighborhood, there is like you guys can see like increased like amount of like flies or something like that. And one of them does like attempt to almost like approach you guys, but like being a little bit sketchy about it. But as soon as they like get even within like a couple like steps of you guys, like Rune immediately like takes out the little token, like flashes it, and you see like all of them immediately like go back to whatever they're doing and back off.
Nice.
Yeah. So he takes you not like too far just because like he's worried, I think, about like security cameras. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me too while you're out.
Okay.
And I think actually, hold on one second before you do that.
Okay.
Is Pass Without a Trace? That's a wizard one too. No, it's a druid and ranger.
Druid and Ranger.
Literally, almost all
Okay,
of my
that's fine.
characters have had Pass Without Trace, I think.
It's a good one.
Did you love?
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay. That was a modifier. A 16. So,
16.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rune rolled a nat 20. So you guys, I'll just say we'll keep that for I'll only have you make one more stealth check when you guys are coming back, but you guys are good for going to the bar and everything.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, as you guys like come out of like Fly City, you see you know, among like the edge of the neighborhood is like the tail of this like giant like dragon carcass where Odo and their gang are. And you come up on like smushed between like two bigger like buildings, and at the end of the tail there is like this dive bar. You can make a perception check if you want, but it looks like I'll tell you this right now, it looks pretty inconspicuous. And it's called
11.
Okay. Yeah, there's like some people like just like standing outside smoking or like being a little bit loud and rowdy. There's like a group of like 4 or 5 people that are being pretty loud and rowdy. And the little like there's like a little neon sign like right above the entrance that says the tailbone. And you can see like the like one of the like lights are like flickering in and out too. But yeah, you get in there. Rune like takes you up to the bar area. There are like booths if you would rather just like sit down. But he orders himself like a very like straight like a like what's it, like a whiskey straight or something like that. That's just like it's just a shot of whiskey, isn't it?
And like,
Whiskey on ice.
how does he want it? Like whiskey in the glass, or is he wanting it like with ice?
He takes it without ice, I think.
Then it's straight. Yeah, straight whiskey. The bartender probably looks at him crazy and goes, "Chilled?" Like.
You see, like he says that, like you ask, like, oh, like chilled or whatever, and he goes, doesn't necessarily need to be.
They go and pour it straight from the bottle.
Did I?
Yeah, you see the bottle has like a little like flame symbol on it, and it's like it's like the brand is like Dragon Whiskey or some shit like that.
Nice. I think Hebe's just gonna go, I'll have the same, please. She doesn't really drink very much, so I don't think she even knows what to order.
I think whenever you like Rune like watches you as the bartender pours it and kind of just like gives you like a look and goes, do you drink often?
What do you think?
He nods and like takes your other like straight whiskey and tells the bartender that you'll have something else. What do you think he's like? There's a menu in front of you, so you're welcome to look at it. But what do you think like? And it gives like little tiny descriptions. But what do you think like Hebe would want?
I don't know why, but in my heart of hearts, I feel like Hebe's a gin and tonic girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Gin and tonic
that
spritz.
is,
Right.
I feel it. I see it.
You feel it in your bones, yeah. The bartender nods, looks at you, and goes, "With ice."
It's just however you normally make it.
I'm pretty, yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure it is usually made with ice. But they like kind of look you up and down just to make sure, and do you want to go sit at one of the booths or do you want to sit up at the bar?
Probably one of the booths. I feel like it would have more privacy, especially if we're wanting to talk about like any of the happenings that we're trying to deal with.
Yeah. Rune guides you to one of the booths kind of in the corner. Kind of the way it's set up is like the bar is on this side and there's like a line of booths on the side and then kind of like distance between the two. Not super what's the word? Not super big, but just big enough for you see like there's definitely people getting off of work. People are laughing. You can tell that there's definitely regulars. And he takes one of the like booths in the back, and he takes the one that's like he's sitting on the side that he can see the door. Just to make sure. Yeah. What exactly did like you can see he takes like a couple sips from the whiskey, and looks at you because you guys were talking about, if I remember correctly, like him with flare stuff and like his like abilities not working for some reason.
Yeah, his ability's not working, and basically like it being kind of a constant like background noise for him almost. Like I think part of the reason we went to get a drink was because he wanted to just like be normal for a minute.
Mhm.
So I think Hebe's probably going to say something along the lines of like, so are we talking shop tonight or should we leave that in the ship?
Well, we could talk shop for you. And he like takes another sip and goes, how is and kind of like gestures like the other one.
Strangely more silent than usual recently.
More silent than recently.
Well, usually they're kind of providing a constant stream of opinions and thoughts and feedback on everything I'm doing. And they've been oddly subdued since we left Puck.
He like nods. I don't think the way that you're saying these things, like I don't think he sees any like real issues, I think, going on with it. But he goes, okay, well, I mean, I guess less background noise the better, right? And he kind of like gives you like a little bit of a like smile from what you guys were talking about earlier. Have you noticed like
Mm-hmm. Oh, no,
go ahead.
Oh,
I think he asked, have you noticed like any like I don't know, differentiation between the two of you? Do you feel like there? I think he just starts like asking a whole bunch of questions because he's like he has not talked to Ghost in a while. So he asks like, have you been noticing any like weird differentiations? Or like do you still have those like spells, like memory spells where like you can't like remember anything?
No, we we made an agreement that they wouldn't take over without asking again. And they've upheld that bargain. It doesn't seem like they've had as much urge to be the one in control. I mean, obviously they do better in the combat situations than I do, but things have been quite a bit calmer since we finished our work on Puck. But no, I think it's much the same right now, where it seems that they know a lot more about what I'm thinking than I do about what they're thinking. It seems like they can see everything that I'm thinking and feeling and doing, obviously, but I still don't necessarily know that I can do the same for them, which I don't know. Strangely enough, I think I trust them for the time being. I don't know if that's just because I don't know what else to do but to trust the other thing inhabiting me. I can either trust that they have our best interest in mind, or that they at least aren't opposed to our best interest, or I can be constantly at war with myself, I suppose.
Yeah. He takes another like sip from he's got like the two glasses in front of him, like the one that you they poured for you and the one they poured for him. Yeah, so like you see he does like finish the rest of one and like sets it to the side and moves on to the other. But he goes, yeah, I think there are a lot of moving parts to all of this right now. And he goes, because of my, and he kind of like make an insight check for me.
Zoom in on this. That's an 8.
Something like comes across his face and like you don't really like see, you can't really tell what it is. But he does go, you know, with he's talking like very carefully, I think, with my position within the core, or he goes, or I guess at least my former position within the core. When I was assigned to your case, I guess I should say, they did give us a little bit of background on the types of rituals and magic and basically the level of like arcane or that was being used by the organization and by specific members of the organization. And he goes, with Zephyr's inherent like arcane ability, plus whatever he is siphoning away, as I imagine, from ether, whatever ghost is something that I don't think they're merely a demon of ethers, or even just like, you know, a very like low ranking entity that he summoned. So you see he does, like, I will say, even on 8 insight, he does get like, he's talking very carefully, and you can tell that he's like not going into as much detail as perhaps maybe you guys could. But you kind of get the gist that like what he's saying is like whatever is inside, like whatever ghost is, to Rune, like even though it's playing safe for right now, or they're playing safe for right now, they go, we don't. He goes, we have no idea what they're capable of, and I would err on the side of caution more than not.
Can I ask you a question that I'm not entirely sure I actually want to hear the answer to?
He nods.
If we are able to, well, I guess it's 2 questions. The first being, will we ever be able to remove ghost from my body? And the second part is, if we do, will I survive?
You can tell he's he is nearing the end of his second glass, and he is like, he does seem more relaxed. Like you can see his shoulders like have like drooped a little bit. But you do see he does like go into his head for a second. And when he comes back out, like he looks at you, and goes, rituals, more often than not can be reversed. It is like the nature. He kind of like goes into like, when you think about like a ritualistic like magic, I know most of you don't do like rituals necessarily. Like you guys do a lot of like instantaneous magic, but like rituals are like much more powerful because they take much more time and much more components. And so he goes, if it's a ritual that we know about, he goes, it is reversible. Trying to find the way to reverse it, it will be, I think, a different, bigger task, because that information is not always available, like readily available. He goes, if it's a ritual that we have not heard of, then one of us will need to get more information. And he kind of like goes, one of us will need to get more information from Zephyr himself to find out how to reverse it, which will, he kind of like trails off a little bit, and you see that he like downs the rest of the second class, and like doesn't say much more, but goes. And then to your other question, it didn't kill you when it came in, so that's a good sign. I think if it kills you will depend on Ghost. If Ghost doesn't want to leave, they have access to a lot of different areas of your body and your physical form that they can choose to use if they do not want to leave. If they willingly leave, again, we would need to know more about like what Ghost is, because that level of power, like coming away from you, like coming off of you, the shock might kill your physical body. But he goes, I think it will be, because I think it's a good sign that you didn't die when you guys were merged. And with Ghost, he like looks directly at you, and it feels like he's not talking to you, he's talking to Ghost. And he goes, even if Ghost decides to resist, there are ways that can be mitigated in some ways, I think.
What do I roll when Ghost tries to take over? Is it a Constitution save?
Saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Ghost is gonna try to take over.
Go ahead.
Ooh, that's only a 4. Damn, they did not. Or wait, is the save for Hebe or for Ghost? I can't remember.
No, the save is for you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they definitely take over.
I think the DC we had set before is 14, so that's why I set it for this one. But yeah, at a 4, definitely. What do you want to do?
I think Ghost is gonna kind of put their hands on the table and like try to, well, as much as a tiny little person can look intimidating, like try to look intimidating and just look Rune dead in the eyes and say, "You better not make threats if you don't intend to uphold them. Don't forget, I can still take over when I choose to. This could be my body."
Roll me an intimidation check.
That's a 5.
You do get very menacing as Ghost. Like immediately, like your body kind of like, at least in my head, what I imagine it looks like is like it gets very like structured, and like you kind of like lift like your shoulders and your head higher. So even though you are like, I think the only reason you are not intimidating Rune Knight right now is because Hebe is like a gnome and has to stand on top of the booth just to like raise their full, just to look like Rune in the high. So you said what? I don't make threats that you don't intend on upholding or something like that.
Yeah, unless you intend to uphold them, because basically Ghost is like, I'm still the one in charge. I'm just choosing to let Hebe have her body for now.
Right. I think at that, like Rune does like look at Ghost and go, "Have I given you evidence that I would not? Or that I couldn't?"
Ooh, I'm trying to figure out what Ghost would say to that.
Yeah, and I guess for intimidation, he rolled a 22.
I think Ghost is just gonna fade back away. I think for the first time in a while, because Ghost wanted it to be that way, Hebe did like black out when that happened. Like she doesn't know what just happened. She's just suddenly back and she's kind of like disoriented and has that same feeling she had when Ghost would take over and go do some whack shit.
I think Rune does make another Constitution like saving throw as you come back into your body.
Okay. Well, that's a 10.
You don't like throw up or anything, or like are on the floor.
I like sit down hard back into the booth, like ooh.
Yeah, I think Rune does like reach across like as you kind of come back in, and like he does like kind of like brush your like shoulder or like your arm a little bit to like kind of like help you sit back down. And like as soon as you like come to or whatever, like he pulls away. And I think in that he's gonna go get he like looks at you and goes, "You seem like you need another drink. Have you finished your drink? Actually, I don't know."
I think Hebe was probably like half or 3/4 of the way through it. She just slams the rest and then goes, "Yes, I think that would be good."
Yeah, I think he goes up and he gets another round of drinks for you guys. And as you come back, he sets it down with you and goes, "How was that?"
How was what?
I see. Your friend was, well, I guess maybe not your friend anymore, but Ghost was just here.
Hebe's disappointed, but not really surprised, and she just kind of sighs and goes, "Well, I suppose we were posing a threat to their continued existence as things stand, so I know they're more powerful than me. That's what scares me right now is right now I'm useful to them and to the mission we're on, and so I get to be me. But what happens when I'm not useful anymore?
What do you mean?
When Ghost no longer sees me as a means to whatever end they're looking for, when I have nothing to offer that they wouldn't be better served to use my body for. I can't fight. I'm not particularly good at sneaking around like they are. They have many advantages over me, really. I'm good at figuring things out. I'm good at doing research. I'm good at experimenting, but that serves much greater purpose in a laboratory than it does in a high stakes scavenger hunt of sorts.
He does. You do for the first time here, Rune. Like he does, like kind of like chuckle at that. And it's very like he has like I imagine like kind of a like low like laugh. Like you kind of feel like the laugh like deep in his chest. And he does like chuckle and like he takes another sip like and as he's about to he goes, "That's one word for it." um uh he sits down, he looks at you and he goes, "Do you have any sort of combat training?"
No, I mean, I think maybe when I was really, really young, still in the cult, they might have had some basic training, but I don't like many things from before I was rescued. I don't really remember.
Yeah. And he goes, "You are pretty young too, so I don't imagine that transferred over much."
No, and you can imagine when I was at the academy,
How?
I was not in that type of course. When I could choose not to be, I mostly took science classes and clerical classes. I wasn't taking sparring extracurriculars.
He sits back a little bit and he goes, "You mentioned that Ghost is like able to, and what we just saw, able to like take over at will, barring, I guess, maybe some resistance from you. I wonder if there's a way where we can have you conscious in combat, but still retain the abilities that Ghost gives you, or at least gives your body.
You mean have us both present at once, or? Huh.
Maybe not necessarily present. Like you would be making the decisions, but maybe I wonder if there's a way, if they can see like your mind, your thoughts, your memories, they can access all of that. I wonder if you would be able to do that as well.
Maybe if they do you think they'd have to allow me? Do you think, well, I suppose I'm asking the wrong person or the wrong thing if I would be allowed to do so, but
Did they ask you?
no.
He sets the glass down and you see it's like probably the third one and it's pretty empty at that point. And he kind of like leans across the like table to you and goes, I'm sure, actually I know whatever ghost is a very powerful entity. They control a lot of arcane power at will. It did not go unnoticed to me that they are also able to control creatures that have demonic, like astral plane energy, and like referencing like when Ghost was able to control Grim. He goes, the physical body that they inhabit here on the material plane is still yours. And because they inhabit a physical body here in the material plane, they also do not possess as much of their power as they would have if, you know, they were bound to like, you know, some like other form, basically. So he goes, I think you give a lot of credit to ghosts, but I think you don't give yourself enough credit. They're still in your body.
I suppose you're right. Maybe I should be, well, I certainly think I should be learning how to defend myself a bit more, given the circumstances. Maybe it's best that I feel comfortable doing that myself instead of relying on Ghost for that.
You see like Rune is very like deep in thought and then like looks up at you and goes, let me see what I can do. Maybe there's a way that we can get you to channel them while you're in control. And yeah, he finishes his drink at that. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk like with Rune about and stuff? Before you say that, think about that. I need to pee so fucking bad.
You're good.
I'll be right back.
When y'all brushed hands, I was like, "Oh shit, it's going down." I watch enough K dramas to know when that shit's going down. They're like, "Oh, we brushed hands," or "Oh, you bumped my shoulder."
I mean, I know I'm debating because I'm like, there's other stuff that I potentially wanted to talk about, but I also don't want to take up like too much time, so it can maybe wait for another time.
Just after the one drink, hey Rune, I was wondering if you can kiss me on my hot mouth. Anyway. Anyway.
Do you want to eat this ass? Like,
hey Rune, do you need that? Because if you need that, I got that for you.
thank you, Papa. You left me with such a gift.
Oh, such a
Keep the
gift.
fit.
Hey, I see the fit. Yeah.
Whoa. Shake some ass real quick.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yup.
Yeah. I hear it clapping from here.
The sound waves.
What did I do?
I'm gonna need you to
Uh,
roll a cheek check,
Jay,
actually.
Jay, did you figure out anything else you wanted to talk about?
I had one more thing, but it's like not important. It just would make for a fun scene, I think. So it can probably wait. Because I don't want to take up
Okay.
much time.
Yeah, I mean, that was my only thing was like, I would like to keep going with this conversation. I think we could get into something really juicy, but maybe we can save it when you guys come back and we're all together. But yeah.
Yeah, we can do
Um,
time.
okay. I think you guys probably talk a little bit more. You do end up like getting to, I'll even say like we can talk like more. But you like end up getting to know a little bit more about Ruin and like his time like in the core. And like vice versa, he learns a little bit more about you, how your academy days went and things like that. As you guys are walking back to Skeletor, make another insight check with advantage.
Nat 20!
Nice.
Let's go!
Right.
He just needs to get drunk.
Right. Huh?
I said he just needs to get drunk more often.
On a nat 20 insight check, this happens as you guys are about to go back up into Skeletor. I'm assuming you don't want to stop by anywhere else before you go back to the ship. Okay. At this point, like you guys like are right outside Skeletor, and like I think both of you at that point, like you're able to drop like the alter self or disguise self. So you guys are about to go back inside, and Rune kind of like stops for a second and like turns to you and goes, "Thank you for the." And he kind of like pauses because I think he's trying to figure out what to say. And he goes, "Thank you for the drinks and the company tonight." And on a nat 20 insight, like he is the most relaxed I think you've seen him like since you've met him. It's probably a little bit of the alcohol, of course, but it's also probably because you guys like, I think you out of all of everyone else are the first one to actually bother to ask him about like himself and like things like that. And it makes him very, I think, more at ease with you. He doesn't look like he has up that like non-emotional like straight mask the entire time. And he also looks like he doesn't look like, you can tell too, I think like he is okay and he understands why people don't like him or don't trust him. I think it's something he's dealt with a lot in his life and it's something that he's just kind of had to accept. But I think being around you, like he doesn't have to do that because you seem to at least enjoy his company a little bit. So I think he just looks very like happy to have like some sort of connection. And I think he looks, the weight of like loneliness does not look as heavy on him.
I think Hebe's just going to kind of look down and smile a little bit and say, I think we both probably needed that.
What does he get on a 21 insight check?
Goddamn. Hebe is also in some ways more relaxed than she normally is. Like, she doesn't seem as maybe neurotic as she normally would. She's a little bit calmer, but at the same time, she's feeling emotions that I don't think she really knows or understands what they are, and it's kind of freaking her out a little bit. So she's like normal about things that she would typically be more insane about, but she's now like discovering emotional turmoil that she's never really or hasn't really had to, emotions that she hasn't experienced or maybe hasn't experienced ever or hasn't experienced for a really long time, and she doesn't really know what to do with that. So she's yeah.
Yeah, I think like he nods and gives you like a little bit of a genuine smile and goes happy to help. I think you are a lot more strong and capable than you think you are. And even though Ghost is the one that holds a lot of power, like in your body, he looks at you, he does look at you as he says this. He goes, I don't doubt that you are stronger than them by far.
I don't know that anyone's ever had that much faith in me, myself included. And she finally makes eye contact with him and is like, thank you, too.
Yeah, and you guys, I'm sure there's some banging or some shit in the middle of the whatever party's going on in Skeletor right now. But I think the one last thing he says to you in the light of Skeletor's ship, he looks really sad as he says this, but like he's still got like that smile on his face. And he goes, it will be what was the last thing you said? Sorry. Like
I just said like thank you for having more faith in me than anybody else ever has, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes, it will be a pleasure to watch you have more faith in yourself. And yeah. Or he goes, sorry. Instead of that, he says, it will be, I look forward to the day that you have more faith in yourself. It will be very exciting to watch. And gives you a smile.
And then Mel bangs the door open and goes, you want some beans?
Right. Okay. Morgan, you're not at the party right now, are you?
No, I'm still with Mizzy Gobbins.
Okay. I know you're next, and I want to do you because I have some things specific for you. Okay.
Like, you do. I bet you do.
I'm not going to deny that, but
Anyone else can go first. That's fine. You can put me.
Yeah, just because I would like it's Io, Mel, and Solara, and you guys are all next to each other, so I think maybe. But I would like Morgan to be there too, because I'm assuming you're gonna come back to Skeletor after Mrs. Gubbins, right?
Well, what we can do, we can like role play Morgan last, but like we can like just a little flashback. Like we can say this is the end of the night where Morgan's back, and then like 3 hours before or whatever.
Um,
Because Morgan's not going to
I'm-
stay the night at Mrs. Gubbins.
I was gonna say
I
I'm
know.
okay with that if Morgan wants to take the spot that I wanted, and I have some things that I thought about doing that don't mean anything to be so real.
Okay. Yeah, there's just like because you being back at Skeletor, like after going to Mrs. Gubbins, it might affect like what you experience at Miss Gubbins might affect how you act at the party. So
Okay.
yeah, why don't we'll sorry. Well, let's go ahead and do you actually first. Sorry guys. I really would like to get to a point where all of you can role play together, but I think this is going to be more important plot wise.
You're so good. Do what you do.
Okay. Cool. Morgan, what did you want to do at Mrs. Gubbins?
They want to. I think they want to first just like hang out with Spee a little bit, and kind of like help clean up after everyone leaves. And then hang out with Spee, and then like see if they can take Spee with them to the river to see if they can reunite mother and child. And then they also wanted to talk to Miss Gubbins about if they can't take Spee with them, if there was like someone in the mandate that had like a farm or something that Spee could go to safely.
Okay. Yes. What do you want to do first? I should ask.
I think they want to take.
Do you want to talk to Miss Gubbins? Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. As you enter this like world or whatever, make an Arcana check.
The worst roll, but not fair. See if I could scroll. It's just a 12 Arcana.
That's perfect. Meets it, beats it. You sit down. Mrs. Gubbins like clears the couch off for you. If you would like to do it inside. And you sit down and with Spee, and kind of just like put your hands on him. And as you kind of go back into that, you're starting to become very familiar with this like almost like point of contact that you have, like with like Zephyra, Kireth, Enoxus. And now when you come back into that world, you're sitting next to the little stream that is Spee, and you see kind of like almost he's not there with you like physically, but like you peer into the river and you kind of get almost like a reflection of him, like very fleeting, but like different, like almost like memories, and stuff like that. And with a Arcana check of a DC or of 12, you know that if you would like to reunite or at least kind of mix the signals, you'll need to take some of the water in like Spee's little like stream and bring it back towards the main river.
Okay.
That Zephyra is.
Yeah. Okay. How do they want to do this? Would getting in the river and just like walking back up to the stream like intermingle enough, or do they need to like hold it?
Hold it.
Okay. So yeah, I think they very gingerly, cup some of the water in Spee's little stream and then walk it back up to kind of closer to where Seafred is.
You you set the water into Zifra's little rushing course. Or I shouldn't say little, but the rushing river that is Zifra's connection. And or I guess it's stagnant right now. All of them are pretty stagnant except for Spee's because they're all pretty much dammed up. Enoxis's is not. So you still have access to that, but Kireth's is, and so is Zifra's. You put it in the river, and it's kind of stagnant. And then all of a sudden, a huge, like rush comes. Like it was undammed, like farther up the stream or something like that. And like this, like you almost have to like jump back a little bit because it like catches on the edges of like the shore. It is enough, like the rushing water is enough, has enough force that it like shatters like whatever, like the like brown, like in my head she had dammed it up with like brown wood or something like that. It shatters, and immediately the first thing that you feel is just like overwhelming waves of like surprise, and then joyfulness, and then sadness. You hear Zifra's voice in your head. And you hear her say, "Thank you." It's not really, it doesn't come as like words. It comes more of like images. But you do hear, the one thing you do hear Zephyr say among these images, and she goes, I did not realize I had a child.
Hot.
And she goes, I see. And whatever she's saying, I see too, you are now, it is now flashing in front of you. And it's kind of like an overview of it, but basically what she says too, she goes, I did not realize I had a child because he must come from the future. One of my futures. And as you can see, Spee now is like there, like, and is like helping you, like, is like the memories that you saw in his little like estuary. Those are coming to you now. Like you're able to like piece by piece discern them, or the ones at least that he's focusing on. And Spee kind of recounts. You can see it's almost like his egg, like falling out of time in some other universe. And there's only flashes because he was, obviously a fetus. But you see, it's dark. It's like how it starts is it's dark, it's warm, it's comforting. You can hear your own voice like outside his little egg. And it's not, you don't know if it doesn't sound like things that you have said before. Like it sounds like something like it's a version of you that's like knows who Spee is, knows like what he is like, and you catch like even just like one of the things that like you say like in this little like scene, Just like you can tell, like you're like, I'm so excited to meet you, and things like that. And then fast forward, and like you say something along the lines of like, I know that we'll be really good friends. And you like fast forward to something you can't discern what it is, but like a big like something happens, and like it's like frantic and hurried, and suddenly like his egg is not where it was. Like it's like he can tell that it's cold, it's dark. And you can hear now there's different voices outside of the shell that he can hear. They're not like yours or Zifra's. They're not warm and comforting. They're cold, they're methodical. They mention a subsidiary of Eclipse Technology, the same like subsidiary that you guys, for those who are in the one shot, like our first one shot, you guys were investigating the technology that like it was being auctioned off. It's the same company. And then you see like him like actually bursting out of his egg, and like, yeah, it's cold, it's methodical, it's calculating. There's white lab coats, there's like all these people like just like never once talking to him or asking him or anything like that, just simply doing what is being assigned to them. And he's scared and he doesn't know what to do. And a dragon, when they are first born, look immediately for their mother. And he like keeps, you can see even like there are times where he's just like banging his tiny little head against the like glass. Like doesn't know what to do with himself. And eventually he's transferred from wherever that was into what you guys found him in the one shot. That little like gray box, that was supposed to be a key for some sort of new technology that this subsidiary of Eclipse was selling, but marketing as like a new like faster than light like engine or whatever like that. I think if I recall correctly from the one shot. But yeah, and then you see him for the first time, like he hears your voice like in that moment where you like release him. And he immediately like comes up to you. And if you recall from the one shot, this is something that did happen. He immediately came to you first. And it was something that you, Morgan, clocked because Kireth, who at the time was Finian, was very confused by that because like this dragon Shpi is like of the astral plane, or his magic is funneled through the astral plane. And typically the astral plane and the earth planes, their like energies, their magic, like the way that they have very diametrically opposing like elemental, like magical, I guess, constituents or energy, whatever you want to call it. And he's joyous, like you can feel his joy, his like, I found like some like, I know this voice is very familiar, it's very comforting to me. It's not my mother, but it has the like, you have the arcane signal of like Zifra, like that magic, your dragon mark, which is why he would always, whenever he came up to you, would nuzzle into the little like dragon mark on your neck, because it is of Zifra's. Good lord, this shit is going crazy over here.
Wait, so does it feel like this egg like traveled back in time, like this is a future Morgan, or does this feel like a multiverse Morgan, like this is not them?
You like, as you're kind of like getting used to Shpi like sharing like his own little like memories, like you can almost see like the little like estuary that's coming from Zifra's like now rushing connection has also like kind of like like the river, little tiny rivulets have swollen a little bit. That your connection has gotten a little bit like deeper with Shpi. And you see Zifra, like after this, like she does give you a second to kind of like process that a little bit. I mean, at least like understand what Shpi just showed you, which was what those are his memories from the first time that he could like even like understand or communicate a thought or whatever to now. And she goes, well, he's a cute one, isn't he? And she goes, just like his mother. And she goes, Morgan, you know, we haven't really had much time to talk, and I apologize for that. It is not my intention to ice you out. However, there are things that we cannot speak of because there are those who will listen. This one is from, and she like kind of, you can't really feel, she's not there physically, but like you can almost like feel these like gestures or like these expressions or emotions like in your mind. She goes, this one must have fallen out somehow from the current. And you see, like, when she says current, she like uses it as like a capital like C. She doesn't elaborate much more on it, and I think you kind of get the impression that that's kind of things that she does not wish to speak about because of listening ears. But she goes, he comes from a possible future of mine. Will it be my future? I don't know, but it does look like a pleasant one. Or at least it was a pleasant one. Yeah, you kind of get the impression that this is a future you in some regards, but it's also a future like it's obviously different from you guys' universe, right? Because like you do not know Shpi, you do not know Zifra, you don't know like you did not say those words to a dragon egg. So you are like it is a future, but it is also like now it is technically an alternate universe. Too. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to do anything?
I think Morgan is like very close to tears. I think to know that she came from something so happy and like there was a possibility for Morgan to get back to something that happy is very it hurts a lot for them. I think I think they feel a little guilty too, of like, oh, they've held on to Shpi for so long, not knowing that he belonged somewhere else like this. So I think they do very kind of almost reluctantly ask, like, is there a way for us to get him back home?
You kind of hear like almost like a resolve in like Zifra's voice. And she goes, I think it's time I met you. I think it's time for this little one to go home. And you do catch, like, I won't even make you an insight like on that. Like when she says like it's time for this little one to go home, she is like very, very sad. I think go ahead and give me an Arcana check again. I'll let you do actually Arcana or Insight, whatever you want to do.
It was almost good.
Sort of in the way that it wasn't.
Well, see, like it was on a 12 and then it rolled a little too far onto an 8. So it's an 11 inside.
I will let you do advantage with it.
Oh, thank fucking Todd. I'm on a 20.
Nice.
Perfect. The sadness that you can feel in her voice, and this is something now you've met Inoxus, so you know what like he looks like as a dragon, and you also know that they are mated. You can see now like some similarities between Inoxus and Shpi as well. Shpi is starting. It's mostly right now he looks like a little tiny version of Zifra. Or at least like the parts of Zephyr that you have seen, like he has her like pink scales. But you can tell that he is starting to develop, like he kind of like looks up at you now, like he's physically with you, like sitting next to you on the river. And he kind of like looks up at you and you can see like his eyes are slowly starting to like, they're kind of like Io and Solara's, like they're all black with like speckles and stuff like that. Not gold or like white or gray like they have, but just like white. But you can see they're starting, like some of them are starting to turn a little orange, like an event horizon. And you can see some of them are also starting to like kind of, it's a very crude and rough shape, but starting to take the shape of like what Enoxus's eyes look like. And so when she says that, you can also feel like a lot of like love for like him and her bond. That like she's not able to control, and that kind of like spills over into your own like you guys' bond. So you kind of feel that like she sees like this as like not only hers, but like also as like a product of like her love with him. And I will say even on a mod of 20, you can tell that she like this has made her miss him very dearly. And if you remember, Inoxus does not see or has not seen Zephyr as much recently, from your conversation that you guys had. She goes, yes, I think it's time that we met. I know you have, there's a lot going on right now. And you can see she like almost like flips. You can see your own memories, like she's flipping through them, like almost catching herself up. It's very recent memories that she flips to. So you can honestly, you can probably extrapolate that she has like known what's been going on with you for a little bit. She goes, when you have gathered what you came to the Republic to gather, and she like gestures to like your chest, like where that tattoo leads. Meet me at the western edge of the Wild Space Republic on the border between the Republic and the Unknown Regions. I will be able to help guide you and your party, I suppose, through the changing space-time currents. I do believe, and she like looks through again just to make sure. She goes, I do believe one Mel, I think is their name. I do believe one of them also has a relic here in the Unknown Regions. I can help at least get you guys partially there. And perhaps we can have a proper conversation then. And she kind of like smiles. You see next to you, Shpi is like now looking down at the river, and you can see he kind of like very tentatively is like putting his little like claws, like paws, like into it. Almost like, you know, like cats, like they'll like go like this to like dig, like think Biscuit trying to get under your cats. Yeah. And you can see, like, you can feel more of like him now too in this like, and at least in this like area like of magic. He is desperately like this feels very much like his mother, and he like is very desperately like trying to like dig or like move stuff out of the way to like find her. Yeah. And she goes, not yet. And you can kind of see like his like little desperation, like it kind of relaxes, like his scales like kind of like fold back. And you kind of feel like a calming like energy, like she's like trying to at least like help him not have a fucking freak out. And you see he like you can hear he quietly like whimpers a little bit, but he does what she asks and like sits back down.
I think, yeah, Morgan puts a hand on his head, trying to comfort as much as they can as well. And I think they say first to Sophia, like, don't worry, we'll get you back to your mother soon, I promise. And yeah, and then they direct their thoughts back towards the front. So, thank you for your kindness. I look forward to our conversation.
Yeah, she goes, I am eager to meet you. And cannot do anything right now for you, but reach out to Anoxis. He is not being watched, at least not as closely as I am. Perhaps he will have something for you. And you do kind of hear like a little bit of like a chuckle in her voice. And she goes, sorry about his writer. That's not something he has control over either, though.
Different choices would be made if we had the opportunity. Sure.
I can't hear what you said.
Oh, I just would hope that different choices would be made if Inoxus had the opportunity.
She does like laugh, and it's like a very like honking laugh. Like you've never like it's not something like her voice is very elegant, and she seems very sure of herself, but when she laughs, like it's like it kind of shatters like that like image. It's a very like funny laugh. Yeah. And she goes, no, that's not what I meant. I meant the writer. It's not his fault.
Do you think he can change?
Give me an insight check.
Okay, an 8.
Yes.
It's really rough out here.
Would you like him to? Do you want him to?
I think the possibility of change for anyone is very enticing.
She honks a laugh a little bit again, and she goes, "This is just great. You're just as cryptic as I am." um, she honks like again a little bit, and she goes, "Choices can be made, but they have to be made by him. I think there's no harm in trying to help, but I do think ultimately the change has to come from him, no matter what you say, no matter what you tell him." And she does give a little bit of like a chuckle this time, and she goes, "Inoxus is the same way. It is why they work so well together." Yeah. If you don't have anything more to say, then she is just gonna reiterate Western Edge. You'll know how to get there. And she kind of gives you like a little bit of like a map or something.
Awesome.
Not even actually, no, she doesn't give you a map. Scratch that. My bad. She just says you'll know how to get there. And she when you look up from the river, the dam is there again.
Yeah. I think they do want to like introduce Shpi to Inoxus as well, but I think they are kind of like emotionally exhausted, so they will save that for a later time.
Okay.
Unless Shpi has any other like wants. Like, how is Shpi doing right now?
You come out and you're back in Mrs. Gubbin's room. And like when you come back, like Shpi is like he was sitting on the other side of your lap, and then now he's like just like he's got his head, like his forehead, like up against your like arm. And he's just like quietly, like if this is Morgan's arm, he's just like quietly like,
Oh, Beagle Core. I think Morgan like embraces Speed very tightly, and I think they do break down a little bit because the kindest creature that they've known since leaving the unknown regions, they will have to part ways with something that they've taken care of for so long. They do not get to be a part of Shvi's life anymore, and I think that's really devastating right now.
I think at that point Mrs. Gubbins also does like she can tell like something like happened. So she does like put like a hand on your shoulder and gives you kind of like a squeeze. Yeah. And asks if you would like some tea.
I think they wipe the tears, smile a little bit, say, just one more cup before bed, please.
Okay.
And then, yeah, they share one quiet cup of tea with Mrs. Gubbins. And I think as they're like packing up to leave, there's, giving Shpi more good pats. And then they look to Mrs. Gubbins and say, off to our business. We're finished here. Once the tournament's over and we found the items we're looking for, if it's all right with you, I think I'll take Shpi with me. I think we found a way to get him home, so you won't be burning your curtains anymore.
You say that, and Mrs. Gubbins nods, and she like goes, well, I knew you'd be leaving eventually, but I don't know. I've grown kind of fond of him. And she like rubs like behind his like ear. He starts to like do the little thing with like his leg. And she turns to you and she goes, you know, I did not know of Dragon's existence, you know, until you brought him. So it's been an adventure for me too, I should say. Even though you tried to say it was a cat.
I apologize for the subterfuge, Mrs. Gubbins. Thank you for taking us for him for so long.
I'll keep him safe. I'm trying to remember what the fuck Miss Gubbins' voice was. I can usually do it, but I can't do it right now. She goes, oh, don't worry, dearie. I'll keep them safe. You go on, you make big waves. But not too big of waves. And she goes, also, and she turns back around, grabs her little like joint, like opens the like cabinet where she has her joints, and when she turns back around, you can see that she has like some sort of like black card. And she goes, will you return this to that nice, very nice young man who was with you last time? She goes, he should expect a charge there. And yeah, is there anything else you want to do?
No, I think that's about it. I think, yeah. Last pats for Spee, one hug for Mrs. Gubbins, making sure everything's tidy, and then they'll take just like a really really long way home to make sure no one's like following or anything.
Sure. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth is Jesus, how are you doing? 23.
Yep. You are good. Nobody has followed you. Cool. Io. Now everybody's back at the part. We can do the partay, or whatever the hell you guys are doing right now.
Munching on some food, I think. Beans.
Beans.
Laura looks at the pot of
What?
beans and goes, do your people have any other recipes?
Well, you see, we're poor,
Or-
so no, not really. I hope you like beans.
Mostly it's just some kind of legume or grain and you heat it up in some water or something.
a vegetable. We like vegetables.
Yeah.
No vegetables on this table.
You know how hard it is to
Right.
get fresh vegetables in space?
Laura
Yeah, that
looks at you very blankly and goes, no.
Fair enough, princess.
That is a good point I want to make, because the Wild Space Republic is just like, a lot of it is just like space stations, including the ones that you guys are on. Most of the food that they have, I mean, obviously, Solara, you are rich, so the rich can enjoy their fresh foods. But most poor working class people in the Wild Space Republic eat a lot of canned or
We like our
preserved foods.
preserves.
Or preserves.
You ever had a cobbler before?
What, she just stares at you blankly. She's never heard the word cobbler in her life.
It's sort of like a pie, but
If you fucked it up,
different. If you like fucked it up, it was all topsy turvy.
it's real good.
Get Orion for help. She's like, I don't like.
You have a favorite food, a favorite fruit?
Are you asking Orion for help on the cobbler thing?
She just like they're speaking gibberish at her right now. Like she knows all these words separately. So she's like, I don't. Do you know what's happening here?
Yeah, she go. You can like Orion has no clue what they're talking about. Whatever he eats is not what people on Puck eats.
Yeah, obviously, but like, she just was like, "Is this making sense to you? Because I'm lost." Like,
All right.
yeah,
Great. Show
He's, like,
of
stirring.
hands. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're okay. He's just like stirring like something, and he goes.
Who here has had a cobbler?
I have.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a sweet tooth per se, but it was enjoyable. I liked it.
I think we ought to make you a cobbler, princess.
he says,
I think they hear when you says princess, they're like, "You mean me?" And then realize you're not and it's just like, "Oh, does it pay any mind?"
so Laura gets a
Damn.
giggle out of that, and she says, "No, you, princess."
Yeah, I'd love to have one. I would, or whatever. It's fine if you don't have. It's fine.
I think Mel probably
Oh.
starts like raiding the cabinets for like whatever like canned fruits we have.
Hell yeah. We'll come back to that here in a minute. Unless you want to make the cobbler IO.
Not necessarily.
Okay. What did you want to do with IO this session?
I know I wanted to talk to Zahir about the message to Core to see if that was able to go out and if perhaps there was a response.
Yeah, sure. You can go talk to Zahir if you want. I don't know where everybody quickly because everybody is on the space, like the ship now. I think we'll start with Morgan coming back. So Morgan is just coming back. Where is everyone? Obviously, I think Orion, Solara, Mel are in the kitchen.
Zahir is also in the kitchen. Was in like the living room, so like they could see the kitchen and just hopped in the conversation. But yeah, they're still here. They're vibing. They're eventually gonna go to bed, but since they ran over here to get Solara's book all hacked out and all fancy, they're like, hey, what? I'm just gonna chill for a bit.
Yeah,
I can do my face routine some other time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Io, I guess what would you like to do first?
I think I will just
I do have the commune with Forest.
You do.
I have things for that if you want to do it, because that's what you said. But if you don't want to do that, we can do the Zahir thing first.
We can do the Zahir thing first, and then because I think that will change what Io wants to like talk about.
Okay. Go ahead.
I think I will just peek in and be like, "Hey, Zahir,
Yes.
you get that message out earlier?"
No, I haven't had the time to switch my spells over and send it out yet. But the moment I get a fresh new day, I can.
Okay.
I will do it. I take these situations seriously.
Well, I owe you a favor for it, so you better.
No, and you know how I am. I take favors very seriously. So trust.
Have you ever been in love?
It will be done. Me?
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't think I was, but now that I think about it, yes, yes, I was. Um, I was in love with my coworkers. Um, we were in our laboratory. We worked together all the time. It was just the three of us all the time. And I don't know, people in close proximity with each other grow fondness. And now it's not like that anymore.
What happened?
But yeah. Yeah.
Are you having this conversation in front of everyone?
I think I would have pulled Zahir to the side probably about it, but like isn't trying to be like probably pulled them out of the kitchen to like the common area to yap about it.
Which Zahir isn't too like, they don't care if other people find out this information, so they're not trying to be secretive. It's just like reliving some stuff. Yeah, I blew up my lab.
On purpose?
That's what
or
happened. Yes, purposefully. There was some information that I was working on that I didn't like where it was going to. And the moment I found out what was happening, I had to destroy that information. And my two coworkers, they weren't in the blast. They were far gone. I did this while I was by myself in the lab. But ever since then, I've just been running. I know I know how serious they take the job that I had and the information that we've been working on and stuff like that at Flare, but I wish it was different. But I have to look out for me at the end of the day. I have to put myself first and I have to survive. And they didn't get that and they thought that my actions were selfish. So yeah, I think if I had to go back, I'd do it again. I think I made the right choice. I think far more people would have gotten hurt if I didn't do what I did. And I did love the both of them. Romantically, of course.
is that why you're with Odo nowadays? Because you're on the run?
Uh, yeah, that's funny enough. That's even a longer story. Yeah, I'm on the run, and
We all are.
yeah. I can tell. I kind of just went up at the sky where like your faces were all plastered. Yeah. I was on the run, and um, I was going and using what money I had from working at Blair and the studies that I found, and was just going and going and going until I got here, and I was jumped by the fireflies. And Odo beat me to an inch of my life, and he recognized me, and that's how it all stopped. I was useful to them, and now I was doing and helping them, and now I was nobody, and now I'm somebody. So yeah, you see, you're just eats a rat just really quick, just to like avoid the awkwardness. They're just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Io just gets really quiet, like after hearing your story. And then it's just like, have you talked to them since blowing up the lab?
No. When your specialty is learning how to disappear and learning how to run and learning how to basically make sure you turn into anyone else. You get really good at avoiding things, people, ideas, concepts, all of it.
Mhm.
So I don't. I the last time there was a close interaction, um, they wanted me dead, and luckily I was in a crowded part of town, and I was able to escape.
You should talk to them if
So
you
yeah,
can.
no, I was in love. No, but I was in love though, 100%. Yeah.
You should talk to them if you can. I mean, they probably loved you too.
They didn't know that I loved them, both of them. And I don't think it was. I don't know if it was reciprocated, and I don't know if that's something that I don't know if they're monogamous or not. I don't know. It seemed like they kind of had something going on, and I just was there for it, and then I was feeling things, and I don't know if those things were real. So like, I don't know. I don't know if they were looking for a third or something, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to stop running, and I can't say that I have much input on that, but
No, 100%.
I suppose I'm here to listen. I get what it's like.
Yeah, I don't think without even rolling, I feel like you feel like there's something Zahir wants to say,
I will
but they
insight.
don't. Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't want Io to see it, make a deception check.
Okay. My deception's pretty good, but I think I still failed. That's a 9.
A 9. Io is like very in their feels, I think, after hearing your story, and like you can tell they're much more occupied thinking about their own like situation, I think, and they rolled a nat 1 insight. They're like
Damn.
very locked into the idea of like loving someone and not having access to that anymore.
Um, but yeah, when I wake up tomorrow, I will send out that message, and if I get a response, I'll let you know. You'll be the first person I know. And besides, and you see they touch their temple. Actually, you see them type something on their keyboard, like their spectral keyboard with their rings and everything, and then just tap the side of their forehead, and you, in your own eyes, you see like a little message box that says Zahir, and then it says, I can talk to you this way as well. And it's just them casting the message cantrip, and you see it in your own eyes.
Hot. I think I will like respond to sender on your message cantrip and message cantrip
Yeah,
back and just be like, thank you for sharing your story tonight.
of course.
I don't know you, but I think you're a lot less
No,
alone in this than you think you might be.
thank you. Um, KDM,
What's up?
can I roll to see if I have any like trackers or cameras or anything on me that I'm not aware of?
Oh, Well, you're in Skeletor. That's still, yeah. Roll me. I guess it would just be. You can roll me either Arcana for arcane trackers or Perception for actual like cameras.
Okay.
I'll let you roll both. If you
Okay.
want. Yeah,
I'll do
I think
both,
that's
but
fine.
the thing that they're specifically thinking about is for Odo. Like if Odo has eyes on me while I'm here, basically.
Yeah, give me. Okay, well in that case, give me. I guess yeah, you can do both. It's fine.
Okay. That is for Arcana, it would be total 20.
And for Perception.
Oh, for perception, it would be. Oh, I have to roll again for that one. My bad. For perception, that is a 14.
Um. Okay, we'll go with the Arcana check first. 20 Arcana. You know, as Zahir, that Odo employs various ways of investigation and surveillance, and he has his like ways to get information. You don't feel anything in like an arcane way that he's like embedded into you, if that makes sense. Like because you are in Skeletor, like you do know that the hangar is like you can see like
In his
cameras and
place,
stuff.
like yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but in Skeletor, there is no like arcane like you don't sense any like sort of like tracking or listening device that way.
Okay.
Yeah, because he would have to, if you're inside Skeletor, either he would have to have like come in and bugged it, like had someone come in and bug it, or like there's just no way for him to like arcane in an arcane way, I guess, like hear you.
Okay.
And I can tell you right now,
So-
Mel's bees would have told them if they had done anything to the ship. Mel would be pissed.
Yeah, and if you want, actually, Mel, give me an animal handling check on that.
Okay.
Does Io clock Zahir like looking themselves over like that?
So here, are
They're
you
not trying
making
to be
obvious?
secretive. Yes, because they want to say something to you, but doesn't want other people to be caught in the crossfire if this shouldn't be said right now.
I low-key would like to be listening from the kitchen the whole time also.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said that.
Well, I think we had gone to message cantrip, and I think Io out loud will just be like, "Can I give you a hug?"
You see that like physical contact with Zahir is something that they're still like relatively new. Like their walls are still like very up.
I think
Um,
Io just goes in to like give you, asks and just immediately goes in to give you a hug.
Yeah, he just takes 2 steps back before like is able to like get away, and you just embrace them. And it's one of those hugs where it's like you feel the resistance until they just melt into it and just like submit to it.
Cute. I will like give you a big squeeze and is going to cast non-detection on you.
Okay.
Which
As
for the next 8
what
hours,
does,
if they're a willing target, I think as soon as Io like makes contact with you, you feel like some kind of like spell or magic like trying to hit you. And
I think the first initial is I think the initial response from them of feeling you cast magic on them is to be defensive just because they don't know what it is. And it wasn't said like without like verbal confirmation. So I think they would try to resist a little bit. even with advantage, because I'm a snake person. What save is it?
There's
Is
not.
it?
It doesn't say it
There's
has
no save.
a willing target.
Okay, so I guess the willingness would have been after they submitted to the hug, I guess. So I take it back. I take it back. It would have latched on at some point then. It just wouldn't have been immediate. But feeling magic beyond them, they kind of like slip out of your grasp. What did you do? What did you do to me? What's going on?
And then if I think Io in the message cantrip will just hit you with a like, it's just a spell. I know what it's like to have to be cautious of how you're being seen. And it's a spell that can hide you from peer and eyes.
I think after you there's a moment of them like analyzing themselves as you're saying this is just like, and they kind of nod their head. Oh, it's a detection spell as you're like talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I have plans, and I'm rooting for you, all of you. And you see he still looks behind over his shoulder. I want to throw a coup.
You sing that out loud?
I think the only words you would hear is "I want to throw a coup."
Like out loud.
That's outside of the message. Yeah.
Heard. Io immediately pinches and says, "That wasn't in our head."
Yeah, they know. Once they felt the non-detection, the words that they say is, "I want to throw a coup."
Heard.
I've been Odo's pawn for a good bit, and I can't live like this anymore. I have my own plans on how to enact it, and yeah, if you guys want to help, great. If you guys don't, that's also fine. I don't want to put you in more danger than you already are, but I have things I want to do.
Yeah. I will say, I understand what it's like to work for someone who does not respect you and does not value you and only sees you as something that can be of use. And that man is dead in a cave at the bottom of Puck that hopefully will never see the light of day, Godix willing. And I owe you a favor. So.
And I want you all to be strong and to be able to defend yourselves. I'm not saying you can't, but from what I saw on our first meeting, you guys aren't cohesive. I'm so sorry. You guys are not cohesive.
No, it's too horny in here. Everyone's just so pent up and
yeah, but that's not what I mean, if that solves your problem, that solves the problem.
Actually, at this point, I think you guys hear someone yell from the kitchen, just horny?
The way this is going in the kitchen is Mel is like yapping, trying to like tell Solara how to like do this cobbler, and she fully has her ear to the door and is like, shut up. Shut up.
Mel is also fully listening.
for sure.
Zahir just says back to Io, you guys aren't cohesive, and I'm rooting for all of you, but as someone who's lived here and has traveled a bit, you all won't survive if you can't act like a team at all. And like as someone who's in this business of having to work with strange bedfellows and multiple people and just knowing how things work and how teams work, you guys are not a team. And I want you guys to be one. So I'm giving you your fangs. I want you guys to be strong. And the next time we see each other again, I'll be a powerful ally to you. And I don't have to worry about what could happen to you. And besides,
And we work together.
with
And
yeah, um, with the gang politics that are going on, I don't know if you have your ear to the ground and with some of the different gangs, but the Cowboys aren't in the best shape at the moment. And I'm trying to offer them a proposition. Maybe a new banner, as long as I get to lead it.
wait, so it's saying you want to like work with the Cowboys, but as like the leader of the Cowboys?
Yeah,
Heard.
as I'm giving them the offer, but for that offer to happen, there needs to be no more Odo
Yeah.
and no more people in the way. It could be a partnership,
The Cowboys are
but it's
dragonflies.
both. It'd be a merger. Yeah.
I
So
can't say I love the idea of a consolidation of power, but I trust that you have a vision, and I know who's in the Cowboys, and I trust them too. So I can put in a good word.
okay. And besides, none of this matters if the first part isn't finished. So
So we get him out of the way, then we get what we need,
hopefully,
and then the moment he's not useful, he can have a taste of his own medicine.
I've thought about framing someone. I can do it easily. You see Zahir grabs the side of their like jaw, and you see their rebreather pops off, and they just hand it to you. And even if Odo is listening somehow, they kind of hit the side of their forehead and message it back to Io, because these are like pound for pound the plan. And you just see it in the text box. I plan on casting suggestion on someone on the dragonflies to make them attack Odo in the dead of night. Maybe his wife or one of the other underlings that Morgan beat up as like an act of revenge. And then a second in command take the mantle. And that is just a basic plan of what they have at the moment.
Mechanically, Zahir, with you taking off the rebreather, what are you, when you message this to Io, what are you hoping to like do with that? Like, how is that like stopping it from like you have non-detection, so nobody is scrying on you.
Yeah, it's just a safety precaution on top of it. It's just like, hey, just in case.
Okay.
It's like it's two-factor. What's it called? Two-factor.
Authorization. Authorization.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they just say, "Yeah, that's my plan," and
Well,
hopefully it works. If not, I would be hopefully you guys are still here when it goes down, and we might have to fight it out. But
I was gonna say we could
They've
maybe
got
save you the
coming.
trouble of trying to cast a suggestion. We're already. I need to talk to the crew, but we're already wanted criminals who killed a leader of an organization.
what's one more?
What's one more? But like you said, we are a team, so we'll get back to you.
Yeah, I think the moment you guys are cohesive and the moment you guys fight as one, like not obviously metaphorically, but also as like in drive and look after each other, which I'm not saying you don't do it now. Just from what I've seen, it feels like very sporadic. The moment you guys have that under control, you guys will destroy everything in the best way. Well, I'm still in my bathrobe.
And looking mighty fine, I might
fine.
say you.
Thank you. Does someone have like a big shirt and pants I could wear? I'm very, very cold in my
You get that point right there.
I think Morgan just got home, and they're large, so they could. Yeah.
That'll work. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what that video means to you, the one that I showed you earlier, and you told me it was someone you cared about. And I don't want to pry, but I do think I want, when I leave and aren't around you guys for a good amount of time, I want to make sure that doesn't happen to you or to anyone that you care about.
Yeah. I think as a like display of like trust, can Io do like sort of like with the message cantrip a video, like just a quick play-by-play of like what that video is, what happened to Io, and like all that. Like it's just real quick snippets
Like
of
the wall of fire and everything.
yeah, like a little scene of like Io and Core like dancing in a cave together, like with like little fireflies like all over the place. Like the scene of like Oscar like doing the wall of fire, like Io's like time working for Eclipse, and then Io like killing Oscar, and then like Core's dad dying and having to stay behind. Just as a like, I see you. I know it. We are not the same, but I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
Hot.
Thank you for, and they kind of motion like the hug. They don't know how to like, they're still weird about physical contact. They're just like, thank you for, you know, that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get one of Morgan's shirts now. And they just kind of just walk away.
I'm excited. As you're walking away, I will just be like, I'm excited to be your friend.
I'm before the door opens, they're just like, I don't know how to be a good friend. I don't have many friends, but I'm willing to learn.
We'll figure it out. Are y'all done with
And
Cobbler yet?
We're working on it. It's in the oven.
I think I walked through the door. Are y'all like still like ear to the wall?
To the door and open.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, and I won't even pretend I wasn't listening. I'll just like look at you and be like, And after you take control, you intend to keep us on your good side?
Yes, I intend to keep you on my good side.
I think Mel's up on the countertop, like kicking their feet and like chilling, waiting for the oven. And they just turn to you and they're like, "You think you're going to take control of Cowboys? You got a big task on your hands."
No, I know, but they need the help at the moment.
I don't disagree, but I know some Cowboys personally, and they don't take kindly to outside force.
I was going to
That's
say, you
fine.
may
I'm
not
down
get
for
control, but a partnership surely can be on the books.
and I'll take a partnership. I just know that there's some stuff going on, and I want to get ahead of it. And don't mind my candor. You guys don't have a lot of allies right now.
No shit.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I think having some more weight under your belt, knowing people in high places would be good. And I want to be one of them. I know a lot of people. I'm not saying you don't. And like looking at Solar, I'm not saying you don't. I know you do. But in the state that you are all collectively in right now, I think a third party would be good for you. Someone who isn't as close to the scene as you are.
Yeah. She just kind of nods. Generally, like, it is hard to dissuade her suspicions of you, as you are actively saying that you would like to be the head of a criminal gang. But if you were really posing no threat, she will allow it.
Yeah.
I would say her priority, she's like, okay, fine. You are not a threat right now. Will you be a threat in the long term? After you take the scoop over, will you be a threat? And if
Yeah. And I think, yeah. Is that something you're thinking or asking?
that is her main concern. I don't think that she would. You don't have an answer for what your long term goal is after you would take over anyway, right? Or do you?
I think they do.
Okay. Yeah. Then she'll ask. She'll say,
yeah.
in long term, you would like to be the head of a crime syndicate forever?
No. The company that I work for aren't the best people. And I'm not even talking about the crime syndicate. I'm talking about my previous job. I used to work on how magic is casted. And my wing at Flair was leading towards like emotions being the way spells are cast. And one day I caught wind of a different testing site doing torturing, hurting. And I didn't want to be any parts of that. Oh.
Yeah.
So
Moonberry.
I want to make sure every trace of that is gone. And I won't lie, how I got here isn't the best either, but I did it out of survival. And I've helped as much as I've hurt, and I want to put myself to good.
Very well.
And anyways,
And
what's
besides,
where crown on the princess's head?
Yeah.
What did you say?
I was just said, and anyways, what's one more crown on the princess's head?
Oh. Okay, gotcha.
Solara just says, very well. I accept your allyship.
For sure. And also, I am a well of knowledge. If there's things you want to learn from me, I love teaching. I love giving people whatever they need if I can help. So if you want to learn some of that bad girl magic, like I said before.
We can arrange it. Let's do something tomorrow.
Grand. Meet me at sunrise.
Indeed.
Okay. I is Morgan back yet? Am I about to just walk past them in a chunky shirt?
No, also like Kiwi and Rune.
Yeah.
I can also probably cast like a little like firebolt or something for you to be warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. She sees you kind of shiver and she goes, okay. And then just kind of like she's like making a match together and then just like a little floating fire like kind of appears around you.
Thank you. And I kind of just sit with that flame, and just enjoy it. I feel good.
Belly full of cobbler, fire on your head.
Yeah.
Mel will crack open the oven door too, and you could go stand by the oven where it's still warm.
Yeah.
Sitting around this open stove, Cobbler in hands, discussing destabilizing another region.
Oh my god, I have to draw it. I have the most visceral image.
Where is Morgan and Hebe right now? Are you guys in on this, like in the kitchen, or did you guys decide? You're both back, so it's up to you where you want to be.
Man.
I think the invitation for Cobbler was probably like extended whenever you arrived.
I think I would like holler out to like after the like coup mention and not say we're playing in a coup, but hey, we're playing in a thing.
Damn. I think Hebe has had a long night. And honestly, like, as much as I, the player, would like to make her interact with you guys more, I'm like, realistically, she would probably go the fuck to bed at that point, I think.
The sacrifices we must make to stay in character.
Yeah.
Morgan?
Yeah, I don't know how much they caught of the coup. I think they got back a little late. So they're probably like on the tail end of like just seeing people like start the fire or like start eating the cobbler. So I think they will walk through the kitchen, just grab a shit ton of food
Yeah.
and kind of go sit probably or by themselves. If people want to roll an insight check on them, they can, but like they are not having a good time right now. So they're probably gonna like not engage unless one engage it first.
Nat 20 on the check for insight. So it would be no, it'd just be a nat 20. I never see combat's gonna be so bad once it comes down. I need you all to know that. Like I have cool shit. I'm not gonna pop off when I'm supposed to, y'all. So I think as well, go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah. Nat 20. Morgan is devastated. You can see like slight swelling in their like eyes and cheeks. They have been crying. You get the sense that like coming back from Mrs. Gubbins, it probably has something to do with Spee. They are very tense right now. Like they are holding back a lot of their emotions. So I think for people who didn't roll very high, like they look very normal. But if you could look a little bit closer, like something's just a little too tense. So
I think Zahir, with their knowledge of like what you're not exactly what you're dealing with, but how it's coming off, I think they kind of just sit down next to you and they just say, I I don't know what you're dealing with, and I don't think I'll ever understand what you're dealing with. But I do know loss, and whenever you want to talk about whatever you're dealing with, I'll be here. And they don't pry, they don't push, they leave that comment with you, get up, and they go like look at the rest of the group here. I'm gonna go back to my quarters on the ship quietly and cover some of my tracks if there are any. And they kind of put mage armor on themselves. And they just walk back to the quarters, or if it's in where my gear is, they're trying to find camera footage and scrub that hoe if there is any.
Give me a perception check. I'll let you do it with advantage
Period.
since you usually the one who knows these types of things.
Period. That's a 21.
As you're walking back, you know there are cameras in the hangar of the Dragonfly's hideout. You know there are cameras, both hidden and unhidden, like in the hideout. So you can take the path of least resistance, and go out like through the back of the hangar to try and get back, into the hideout. If you do that, I will say that you have gathered all of the cameras that you know about. If you choose to instead look a little bit less suspicious and go through just the normal way, I'm gonna need you to make another like stealth check or something, so that people
I'll be
don't
less-
see you.
Yeah, I'll be less suspicious and go through the normal ass way.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Okay. Stealthy wizard. That is a 18.
Hot.
As you're coming back, you are successfully able to kind of just reprogram like most of the cameras. However way that you want to do that to make it look as least suspicious as possible. Since you rolled an 18, I will allow you to like that will work.
I just splice it at the part where I know it happened, and I just go on, splice that from all the cameras.
Yeah. As you're walking back to your room, you see coming out of his room is Aram. Aram, I haven't actually made like what he looks like. In my head, he's a dragonborn.
Okay.
So like, yeah, I would say like a brownish reddish, like dragonborn. Aram, from the information I gave you, he is the distribution head, of Odo's gang. So he works a lot with like supply and demand of these illegal techs that you guys use. And he also works very closely with Jet, who is technically still Odo's security lead, however, got the shit beat out of him, so some shit is probably not going to go there. But he works closely with Jet in distributing the illegal tech on the streets, and he works with you primarily on design and details, and employs some of the other technical people of the game.
Yes.
as you see that he's coming out from his room, he nods. He's a usually very quiet guy, from what you have seen. He doesn't speak very much. You can't tell if it's because he's just like that or if it's like for something else. But he doesn't talk very much. But you do see he like walks by, and he does like say like to you as you're coming back, because it is probably a little bit later. He just like makes the like very like polite comment of out late tonight.
Yeah, I was checking on our new friends.
One of them beat the pulp out of Jet, which is quite impressive.
No, it is, and they're going to be a wonderful asset for us and for what we're trying to achieve.
He goes, he turns back like he's gonna walk away, and then he does like stop for a second. And he goes, "Oh, Zahir, when you have a minute tomorrow, this is part of your usual like duties, responsibilities." He goes, "Will you check in with me about the new supply coming in? I think we're getting a lot more from Flare, and I'd like you to be the one who gets over them before I make the decision to send them out."
All right. What, any time? Or just meet with you at some point?
He goes, let's say, does sunrise work?
Sunrise won't work for me. I've been doing some reconnaissance on. I just don't trust them on our new visitors. But once that's done, and I keep my prying eyes on them, I'll make my way to you. Is that okay?
Make a deception check.
Of course you said sunset. I was like, oh, I know this bitch is gonna say sunset. Watch. Okay. That is a 17. Oh, he's about to get my ass, y'all. He's about to get my ass, y'all.
Because yeah, that should work. Just anytime really in the morning. I just want to talk to you as soon as possible, because if we can get that done by the end of the morning, then we can get this out by afternoon. And and he kind of looks at you and he goes, you know how Odo likes efficiency.
Yes. As I say yes, it's not long, but it's enough of like, I'm trying to see if he bought my bullshit and see if I have to like be crazy a little bit. Just me and him in this alleyway, in this little office real quick. Can I roll for insight to see if he bought the bullshit?
You can roll insight for sure.
It's the post rolls. Fucking A.
Okay. I think I got his ass. I think y'all, I might be cooked though. We'll see. My insight, I rolled a 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking for before I say anything?
I'm looking for any like bodily signs of like internal stress. Like, when someone tells you something crazy, your body sometimes has a physical response to what was just said to you. I'm looking for like fleeting eyeballs. I'm looking for like twinge in the neck, knee-jerk reaction, like sweating, like something that tells me like, dude's like, oh shit, you're being weird,
Yeah. No, you don't see any of that. He looks as calm as he usually is.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
So either
Then-
there are two options here. Either he knows that you're lying or he doesn't and is acting normally.
Okay. I think I gotta protect myself, y'all. I'm about to be crazy. As I walk away, and I want to make sure like we're different like paces away. Like these are like a couple of steps after. I think I say over my shoulder.
I believe that he doesn't.
I cast.
No, sorry, hold on. What I meant by that is like either he knows that you are lying and he's not showing any part of it, or he has no idea that you're lying right now. He
Okay.
believes you. Yeah. So like you have two options here. You can think that he is being very like chill, that he knows that you're lying, or he genuinely has no idea and is acting like his normal self.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing
So
I was gonna do
whatever
would
you
be-
think is happening. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be to secure
Sorry.
something, so it might make things so much worse. Yeah, as I walk away, I'm going to. I'm gonna. Y'all about to blow up our spot. I'm gonna cast suggestion on him and say, "Forget this conversation and that I ever talked to you." Well, not ever talked to you. Forget this conversation that we just had.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw.
I gotta protect myself, y'all.
If he knows that you cast it, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll the wisdom saving throw. I will say at that point we'll probably be done with the interaction, but you will get a sense. You will get a sense like if it passed or not.
Okay. I might have to fight him. Is this late in the day?
What's your DC?
My DC is 15 on the wisdom save.
You pass. He does what you asked.
I get the fuck up out of there so that like it's the I say it over my shoulder, I don't look back. I just keep moving forward and out of there. Or back to my room actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
I'm acting so normal about this, y'all.
Okay. For in the interest of time, Io, if you still would like to commune with Solaris, why don't we save that for the next session?
That's fine. I don't think Io wants to right now, anyways. After the conversation.
Okay. I'll put that in my notes then for next session because I do have things that would do for you. Cool. We are approaching 6:00, and we still have Mel and Solara. I'm willing. It will not like you guys don't need to sit here and like think that I'm saying this or whatever because I'm not. I am willing to go another 30 minutes if you guys wish to, but we have had a long session, so I understand if people don't want to do that. I also know Mel and Solar really haven't gotten to do like things that they wanted to do. So
I would be
yeah,
happy
we're
to
good.
wait till next session and get like a full interaction out of it.
The only thing that I wanted to do with like the whole magic like sparring with the here is like suss out their intention and see what their long-term goal was, and that already happened. So I mean, I don't really need to do that. That's okay. Like I don't have anything else in mind for her. That's her only concern is what the fuck happened to my spell book? Why did you do it? And now I know why you did it. So The only thing
Yeah, I want
about is
y'all to be big and strong. I want y'all to be big and strong and destroy anything that's in your path.
right. So she's like, if it's really truly to help, then okay, great. That was the only thing that she wanted to suss out, was what the pureness of your intentions, basically, because you were just being way too nice, way too soon.
I have a plan, but I have a plan, have my motives, you know them, and they have nothing to do with you guys.
Right. Which she can accept. That's perfect.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what?
To debrief
That's
after
fine.
Zahir leaves as well. Like, what just happened?
Yeah. No, like that's what I'm saying. I'm really old. That was my only like goal this session, was to figure out why you did that and what you want to do long term. So I don't have anything that Solara really needs other than that, unless you have stuff, Kaz.
No, I mean the only thing I had on here was like looking into like the spellbook aspect and just like the mechanics of it. I do think before you leave Zahir, like before you leave Skeletor, this is one more thing I wanted to ask. Rune does come up to you at some point, like in the like part of your conversation. He like probably is like he goes into like the room and is like chilling for a little bit. But he like comes back out like after a little while, and he does come to you and he asks you, he goes, I would like to make a request.
Oh yeah.
For he
Okay.
he adds that on the end because he can see you're a little bit weird.
Yeah.
He goes, I
Oh, you got it. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was like, you got it.
No, you're good. He goes, I want to I would like Hebe to have some sort of like weapons or something that would be useful to her in combat. And he goes, I'm asking you specifically because with Odo's, I'm sure. And he kind of like gives a little like sarcasticness to it. He goes, with Odo's vast network of connections, I need combat weapons that would primarily be imbued with death magic.
I think saying death magic, Zahir's eyes open, and it's like, oh, you got my attention. And death magic, you said. You're on some weird timing. Why death magic, if you don't mind me asking? Is that their whole deal? They're very perceptive. I noticed that when they all walked in not too long ago.
Are you talking about Hebe?
Yes.
Oh. He goes, you're just asking like why death magic? Sorry, it's taking me a second.
Yeah, why specifically death magic? Because like, that's interesting.
He goes, he does not give you like a lot, but he does say like her tattoo is linked with a relic in the Singularity Union, and there are other aspects of Hebe's magic that are intrinsically linked to Ether's magic and death magic as a whole. And he goes, I think whatever these like innate abilities that she might have, I think one of the only ways to bring them out in a way that's not in a way that is still her, would be by channeling this magic into some sort of weapon. And the weapon needs to be imbued with death magic for that to be possible.
I think they kind of smile, and you see like their little snake fork tongue just like flips out for a bit, and just like, yeah, I think I have something in mind. Give me a second. And they kind of, I guess at some point of going back and wiping it, and then wiping that dude's memory, they go to their office or like not shed, but like workshop where these different items are, and they're like, "No, not you, not you, not you are gonna where I this shit," and they're trying to get the fuck up out of here, and just like and grabs it and just in their shirt, I guess, or just like in a bag, in a satchel, and because it's fashionable, and walks right out to find Kibi. I do the same thing I did with Solara on the ship, and I'm just Kibi, just knocking on the door. And because I don't know if your rooms are labeled or anything. I kind of just you all get knocks on your door.
Solara opens the door this time and just points. It's like,
okay.
You hear like a Ryan in the back, like, "Oh my god, shut up!" It is.
And I go over to Hebe's room, and I just say, Hebe, it's me, Hebe.
You hear like a thunk as she rolls off the top bunk, like tries to get off her feet.
Girl, I put rails on those bunks for a reason.
She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. She's just like, "Whoa, gotta get to the door." So she like opens the door, looking a little bit panicked, like, "What's going on? Did someone die?"
They open a bag. No, you're fine. It's for you, and they show the bag, and it's just like, it's a gift for you, and they give you the bag because they don't want to just be like, here, and weapon in front of you, so they give you the bag and just say, open it.
Oh, yeah. She'll very cautiously like peek into the bag.
And
Your
Kaz, if it's
item is
thing, do you want to get out?
Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
I put it in the chat, Brian.
Yippee.
Oh, sick. I just say these were a gift, or these were a request by Rune. Rune, yes.
Mhm.
This was a request by Rune. They asked me to get this for you and imbue it with death magic. I kind of have to do the final touches on it. Give me a second. And you see they, with their rings, they kind of just like almost like computer tap in like in front of it on each sides. And you just see like engraving of like these like runes on the side of it. And they just hand it back to you. Great. Have fun with your death 5 twins 5.
Signs.
Have fun with that. And then as they walk out, before they walk out like fully away from you, I think over their shoulders, Zahir looks back at you. I can't wait to see what you can do with them. I feel like whatever is going on, I feel like you're hiding something, and I want to see what's underneath. And keeps walking out.
He's kind of just staring, like, what the like, she's just woken up, is like, what the fuck is happening? There's a little part of her that's like, "Ah, that was really thoughtful of Rune," and then Ghost just like in the background going, "Oh my god, can we try them right now?"
because what Rune said did tip them off. They're like, oh, while them still being themselves. That comment was like, oh shit, I don't know what that
Yeah, 'cause
means,
I don't
but
think you've met Ghost yet officially.
nope, I didn't see your eyes flash red because that happened as I was leaving
No
Yeah.
the first time.
question. Does Zahir know about the tattoos?
If the tattoos were displayed on the like once all of your faces were announced to like everyone, then yeah. If they weren't, then like no.
Yes. Zahir doesn't know what they're for necessarily. So I guess like with that in mind, Rune doesn't like tell you that like it is like what it is or like if it's tracking something, but
For
he
sure.
does like hint more to like whatever like is like fucked up. Like cuz like I don't know. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that like something is magically fucked up with you guys like for whatever fucking
Yeah.
reason. So like you can, I would say Zahir with your like arcane abilities, you can, I think people with really highly attuned like arcane senses can know that you guys have like a very powerful like aura about you. And so he like with Hebe also, you can definitely tell that because of Ghost. You can't discern what it is, but you know that like whatever powerful like arcane signature that's around Hebe is primarily death magic based.
Yeah. It's like something's going on here. I don't know what, but something's happening, basically.
Yeah. No, what you guys they did identify the tattoos on you though. So when they released the security footage and things like that, I mean effectively what they have done is like they don't know like for you Salah or for Io like there's no way that they can hide it, so they just have the tattoo on their face. For those who can, like obviously like that's not like always like visible in the footage, but anyone who can read those types of like runes, they could at least like read them on Io's face.
Which is good. We already have.
Okay.
Then.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was just curious because you said that Rune said something about the relic to Zahir, and I was like, Zahir does not know about that. I don't think like they might know about the tattoos, but not like the relic bit.
Yeah.
I also didn't like I hear what you're saying, but I didn't say relic. I just said leads to the singularity union.
You did, but that's okay.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Was it here? Did I tell you it was a relic?
You might have. I blew past it. I was more focused
Okay.
on the Hebe of it all, the Hebe and Ghost of it all.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, Rune would not say that also.
Yeah.
Like it's something
What?
no, like sorry, I'm not irritated, like well, I'm a little irritated, but I'm not like upset with you or anything. But like, no, Rune is not like stupid. He's not going to say something that Zahir shouldn't. I will say right now for you, Zahir, if you want to roll an insight check, you can on Rune. But for above the table, like Rune does not like like you guys are all like buddy buddy with Zahir, which is cool. Like that's up to you guys as characters. But Zahir, like Rune does not trust Zahir at all.
And that's fine because I was picking on Rune anyway. That's fine, and I think it's so fitting. A 10 for Zahir because they kind of don't care. They're just like sure.
Yeah. So no, I think that's why like when they say that to you, like he's trying not to give you any information that you don't necessarily need.
Sure. Cool. And I just give a little wave to Hebe on the way out and straight to the room. Lock the door, in the bed. Quiet. Real quiet.
What? Okay, cool. Mel, I didn't have anything specifically for you. I didn't know if there's any specific thing that you wanted to do. If you don't have anything specific, we'll save anything for next session then.
Yeah, that works for me. That's fine.
Okay. Cool. Because Taliesin has still not been able to, I think, get information for you. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really anything I was planning on like role playing this session. I just made a note last session that Mel's having like a crisis, but that's all
Yeah.
happening internally.
Cool. Great. Good session, guys. I think we got most everything done that I wanted to. Oh no, that's for next session. Okay. Enjoy, Hebe, your new weapons. I was excited to give that to you last session.
Her new weapons that she doesn't know.
They
how
look
to-
cool. Kaz and I were talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, this shit is fire."
Yeah.
Yippee.
Cool. For next session, I am. It would be the 9th, or the 8th. What the hell? What's next? Let me just
It's the
check.
8th,
What's next?
Oh, so
Yeah. I don't know if that works for everybody. Because I know that sometimes, Brian, your schedule does not allow you. Regardless, I don't think I will be able to do next Saturday because I will have just taken my exam and I also have other things I have to do that weekend, as well as pack. Because I'm going on like just like a little trip from like the 9th to the 11th. So we can
Cool.
find another time. It just has to be obviously after my exam.
Yeah.
if you want to send out like another Wednesday, that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will say like, yeah, I will not be able to. I hesitate to do the 15th. I'll be honest, just because like Juno will be here and I would like to spend time with them. But I don't really want to go 2 weeks with us out having a session. So
I can't do the 15th.
okay. Oh, because you're not going to be available either. Oh. Cool. I guess I will send out a win to meet and we can decide, but it's probably looking like we will not be playing again until at least like Tucker, when do you get back from LA?
I get back on the 15th, but not until like evening, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm not gonna
I mean, like the only
do it.
Go ahead.
Playing all day.
Yeah, I wouldn't do either. So I don't. Juno, when are you leaving on the 16th? Or are you leaving the 17th?
I'm leaving Tuesday morning.
I do
Okay.
have the 16th off if we want to do that day.
Assuming it would be dependent on probably when Kaylee gets off of work that day.
What day is that?
Monday,
Monday.
President's Day.
Oh, it is President's Day. That's true.
I don't know if you get it off, but
I don't think so. I'd have to check, but it's not likely. I don't know.
Did we say
It would be after 7? Yeah.
Did we say we couldn't do the 8th?
I'm not doing the 8th now. I
That's
can't.
fine. Before I deleted it.
I would very much like to. The reason I'm not going to is because I need to plan for next session and I will not have the time, nor will I want to do that after my exam.
Yeah.
So
Totally fair.
That's fine. You said you would send
Yeah.
out another one to meet.
yeah, I think that's just gonna have to be what we're gonna do because I can't see like see a time that we're gonna find because the biggest constraint right now is unfortunately Juno because like we can't do any other day in the we can't do any other day past like 2 p.m. except for Sunday and Monday.
Mhm.
So I would like to do a Saturday, but that would have to be early in the morning. So and I don't know if that works with people.
Yeah, especially not on
but
the
yeah.
next available Saturday would be Valentine's Day, so I'm assuming not.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm gonna be.
outside?
Will be sucking and fucking. Sorry to those who will not be celebrating, but
Taxidermying mice, but I didn't sign up soon enough.
Mice, teeth, rats,
To be honest.
bats.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Thinks that I found this thing at this like local like oddity shop that was like, you can come taxidermy a Valentine's Day mouse. And we were like, that would be so funny. We should do it. But then we waited too long to sign up and it filled up really fast.
Mm.
Rip.
That is
That'd be hot.
wow. Not bad, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Okay. In the meantime, send things that you guys want to do. I'm gonna plan for next session, but hopefully, I think at this point we are kind of at the like start of the tournament. So
Hey,
That is what-
let's see.
that's where we'll pick up next session.
Word.
Okay.
Hot.
And then so mechanically, just for clarity, I'm adding like 3 spells that I wouldn't normally have access to. That's all that's happened to the spell book.
No, I want to have a scene for that. So why don't we decide to do that? That's what I was asking you earlier. If you wanted to like do like, because that was the thing I had on my like docket that you wanted to do this session. So we can do it next session.
That's fine. Let's do it next session.
Hot.
Yeah.
Word. Right.
Yeah, because I need to talk to Brian about mechanics wise what you can do with that. Because I'm fine with you
Yeah.
replacing those 3 spells, but I'm not fine with you replacing them with like I don't know, crazy shit.
Got it.
Or like let me rephrase. You can like the 3 like spells will be like things that you would know, or like you can have the ability to know. Like I'm not gonna let you replace it for like power word kill or something.
Yeah,
Right.
we're not talking.
Yeah.
We're not talking
But-
too crazy.
And like you know how I am as a player, I'm not fighting you for things that I feel are unreasonable. So
Oh, I know. I just like for me, like I would feel better if I was more prepared, and I'm not prepared. I have no idea what the spells would look like. So yeah.
no, that's why I'm
Um,
I don't want to make any changes without all of us being on the same page about it. So
Yeah, because this was something Brian came to me to, and with Zahir, I would like it to like make sense for them.
mhm.
Mhm.
Cool. Okay. I would love to stay on and talk to you guys. I cannot. I have work to do. So I will talk to you guys later.
I also missed
Later, I have to buy a gift and eat food. So bye everyone.
Well, I'd like to eat. Goodbye.